بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطاهرين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري وأحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, respected brothers and sisters, on this blessed Jummah day. Today, I want to bring a topic that all of us must adhere to. All of us must consider. All of us must have vigilance and watchfulness over ourselves. The topic today is the backbiting. The backbiting without any permissible excuse. You could go to the fiqh books to see more detail. The noun, the ism, al-ghibah, according to a linguist, al-Jawhari, means saying such things about an absent person that would distress him or her if they hear it. If it is true, it is titled as ghibah, and if it is false, it is called al-buhtan. Buhtan is the slander. Buhtan is slander. Al-Jawhari's view is like this, that ghibah is saying things about an absent person that would distress him if they hear it. If it is true, and if it is false, it is called buhtan. So if it is true about an absent person and it would distress them, according to Al-Jawhari, it is called al-ghibah. And if it is false, it is called buhtan, slander. However, according to our honorable scholar, Shahid Athani, he states that there are two definitions for al-ghibah. Shahid Athani says the first definition is that al-ghibah is to mention of a person in his absence, ascribing to him something whose ascription he finds as disliked, and which is considered generally as harmful and disparaging. The second definition is informing about something whose ascription, attribution to one is regarded as disliked by him. So Shahid Athani, he says that the first definition, and this one it is mentioning something absent, something that is disliked by the person, and it's harmful and disparaging in the absence of that person. And the second definition is informing about something whose attribution to one is regarded as disliked by him. According to Sayyid Ali Sistani, backbiting, ghibah, is defined in his Minhaj as-Salihin, as mentioning a concealed defect of a person in their absence, with no matter if the aim was to demean them or not. So Sayyid Ali Sistani is saying that ghibah is when you mention a concealed defect of a person in their absence, no matter if your aim was to demean them or not. It should be noted, my respected brothers and sisters, that he has listed al-ghibah in the chapter of major sins, following it with insulting, abusing, slandering, and humiliating a believer. All these sins can be found on the tips of the tongues, as if sharp arrows pointed at one's brother or sister in religion. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم. O you who believe, avoid, keep away from, avoid much suspicion. Indeed, verily, some suspicions are sins. وَلَا تَجَسَّسُوا, and don't spy. وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا, and don't backbite. Don't backbite some of you, some. Don't backbite each other. Don't backbite each other. The ayat, it continues. أَيُّحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا. Will any of you love to eat the flesh, the lahm, of his dead brother, أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا, the dead carcass of his brother? فَكَرِهْتُمُوهُ. No. You would hate it. Then you would hate it. You would dislike it. Then you would dislike it. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ تَوَّابٌ رَحِيمٌ. Indeed, Allah is the one who is all clement, the all merciful. This is the transinterpretation. So backbiting and slander are amongst the most common maladies of the tongues. One must watch their tongues and weigh them down with the rocks of fear and stones of submission. We must have positive silence and avoid negative speech. Too many times we let loose the arrows of the tongue to overwhelm the innocent listeners, to overwhelm the innocent hearers. Our ill aim and poisonous arrows bring only our own ruin and hurt those around us. It can be that backbiting can destroy families. It can destroy bonds of brotherhood, bonds of sisterhood. It can destroy our very own Shia communities. It can hold believers back from real progress and felicity. So, respected brothers and sisters, let us speak a goodly word. Speak a speech that reminds of the blessings and opportunities in this life that Allah the Exalted has bestowed upon us. Let our speech confront injustice of the maladies of the tongues and thoughts in successful effort, individually or as a family or as bonds of brotherhood and sisterhood, in the direction of obtainment of the rida of Allah, of the rahmah of Allah, of the rida of Allah, and of the mercy of Allah the Exalted. We must mold our tongues in the right way. We must tell our tongues to be quiet when it wants to do ghibah, and when it wants to do buhtan, and when it wants to do namimah. وَالْآخِرُ دَعْوَانَا أَنِ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ وَصَلَّى اللَّهُ سَيِّدِنَا مُحَمَّدٍ وَآلِهِ الطَّاهِرِينَ.